Nowadays, technology is growing fast, and at the same time, different types of crimes are formed and getting stronger, and one of them is hacking.
Hacking is the gaining of access to a computer and viewing, copying, or creating data without the intention of destroying data or maliciously harming the computer. It is to modify or write in a skillful or in a clever way. This also refers to a hobby or profession in working with computers and destroying into a computer system. So why does hacking exist? Who are these hackers? We are here to let you know about hackers.
Those persons that wants to wants to steal other people's proper information that is supposed to be private.
Cheater because you go beyond what a user or a certain person can only do. You go beyond that limitation.
I think of a man that's testing the security or the level of security of a system.
Hacker is a term used in computing that can describe several types of persons like
Hacker is a computer security. Someone who seeks an expert's weaknesses in a computer system or a computer network. Hacker is a hobbyist who makes innovative customizations or combinations of retail, electronic, and computer equipment. Hacker is a programmer subculture who combines excellence, playfulness, cleverness, and exploration in performed activities.
There is also a lot of type of hackers that exist in this world. The white hat hackers. These are the good guys, computer security experts who specialize in penetration testing and other methodologies to ensure that a company's information systems are secure. These hackers are also the one who battles other hackers like black hat hackers. These are the bad guys, who are typically referred to as just plain hackers. The term is often used specifically for hackers who break into networks or computers or create computer viruses. Black hat hackers continue to technologically outpace white hats. They often manage to find the path of least resistance, whether due to human error or laziness, or with a new type of attack. Hacking purists often use the term crackers to refer to black hat hackers. Black hats' motivation is generally to get paid. Script kiddies. This is a derogatory term for black hat hackers who use borrowed programs to attack networks and deface websites in an attempt to make names for themselves. Activists. Some hacker activists are motivated by politics or religion, while others may wish to expose wrongdoing or exact revenge or simply harass their target for their own entertainment. Sponsored hackers. Governments around the globe realize that it serves their military objectives to be well positioned online. The saying used to be, "He who controls the seas controls the world," and then it was, "He who controls the air controls the world." Now it's all about controlling cyberspace. State-sponsored hackers have limitless time and funding to target civilians, corporations, and governments. Spy hackers. Corporations hire hackers to infiltrate the competition and steal trade secrets. They may hack in from the outside or gain employment in order to act as a mole. Spy hackers may use similar tactics as hacktivists, but their only agenda is to serve their clients' goals and get paid. Terrorists. These hackers, generally motivated by religious or political beliefs, attempt to create fear and chaos by disrupting critical infrastructures. Cyber terrorists are by far the most dangerous, with a wide range of skills and goals. Cyber terrorists' ultimate motivation is to spread fear, terror, and commit murder.
Hackers solve problems and build teams. and they believe in freedom and voluntary mutual help. To be accepted as a hacker, you have to behave as though you have this kind of attitude yourself. And to behave as though you have this kind of attitude, you have to really believe the attitude. The world is full of fascinating problems waiting to be solved. Being a hacker is a lot of fun, but it's a kind of fun that takes a lot of effort. And effort takes motivation. Successful athletes get their motivation from a kind of physical delight in making their bodies perform, in pushing themselves past their own physical limits. Similarly, to be a hacker, you have to get the basic thrill of solving problems, sharpening your skills, and exercising your intelligence. No problem should ever have to be solved twice. Creative brains are a valuable, limited resource. They shouldn't be wasted on reinventing the wheel when there are so many fascinating new problems waiting out there. To behave like a hacker, you have to believe that the thinking time of other hackers is precious. So much so that it's almost a moral duty for you to share information, solve new problems, and then give the solution away so other hackers can solve new problems instead of having to perpetually readdress old ones. Boredom and drudgery are evil. Hackers should never be bored or have to drudge at stupid repetitive work, because when this happens, it means they aren't doing what only they can do: solve new problems. This wastefulness hurts everybody. Therefore, boredom and drudgery are not just unpleasant, but actually evil. To behave like a hacker, you have to believe this enough to want to automate away the boring bits as much as possible. Not just for yourself, but for everybody else, especially hackers. Freedom is good. Hackers are naturally anti-authoritarians. Authoritarians thrive on censorship and secrecy, and they distrust voluntary cooperation and information sharing. They only like cooperations that they control. Anyone who can give you orders can stop you from solving whatever problems you're being fascinated by. And given the way authoritarian minds works, will generally find some appealingly stupid reasons to do so. So the authoritarian's attitude has to be fought whenever you find it, lest it smother you and other hackers. Attitude is no substitute for competence. To be a hacker, you have to develop some of these attitudes, but copying an attitude alone won't make you a hacker, any more than it will make you a champion athlete or a rock star. Becoming a hacker will take intelligence, practice, dedication, and hard work. Therefore, you have to learn to distrust attitude and respect competence of every kind. If you revere competence, you'll enjoy developing it in yourself. The hard work and dedication will become a kind of intense play rather than drudgery. That attitude is vital to becoming a hacker.
For being a hacker, you need to know the basic hacking skills. First, learn how to program. It is the most important thing. Second, get one of the open source Unixes and learn to use and run it. Third, learn how to use World Wide Web and write HTML. If you don't have functional English, then learn it. There is a lot of hacking tricks that hackers use. 1. Trojan programs that share files via instant messenger. 2. Phishing. A hacker's attack aiming to redirect a website's traffic to another bogus website. 3. Fake websites. 4. Spoofing. A technique used to gain unauthorized access to computers, whereby the intruder sends message to a computer with an IP address indicating that the message is coming from a trusted host. 5. Spyware. Spyware is computer software that can be used to gather and remove confidential information from any computer without the knowledge of the owner. Everything the surfer does online, including his passwords, may be vulnerable to spyware. Spyware can put anyone in great danger of becoming a victim of identity theft. Number 6. Electronic bulletin boards. Chatrooms and electronic bulletin boards have become breeding grounds for identity theft. When criminals have obtained personal identifying information, such as credit card numbers or social security numbers, they visit the hacker chat rooms and post messages that they have personal information for sale. Number 7. Information brokers. Information brokers have been around for decades. However, a new breed of information brokers has emerged in recent years. The kind that sells personal information to anyone requesting it electronically via the internet. Driven by greed, some information brokers are careless when they receive an order. 8. Internet public records. There are two ways public records are accessible electronically. Some jurisdictions post them on their government websites, thereby providing free or low-cost access to records. Government agencies and courts also sell their public files to commercial data compliers and information brokers. They in turn make them available on a fee basis, either via websites or by special network hookups. 9. Trojan horses. Trojan horse could be defined as an application that appears to be gentle but instead performs some type of malicious activity. A Trojan can be disguised as a game, an email attachment, or even a web page. As soon as the victim runs or opens the camouflage application, the Trojan installs itself on the hard drive and then runs each time Windows is started. And the last one, number 10, wormhole attack.
Aside from hacking, we also have hacktivism, in which talks about the subversive use of computers and computer networks to promote a political agenda. The roots in hacker culture and hacker ethics. Its ends are often related to free speech, human rights, and freedom of information. There are 5 forms of hacktivism, and these are: code. Software and websites can achieve political purposes. For example, the encryption software PGP can be used to secure communications. PGP's author, Phil Zimmermann, said he first distributed the peace movement. Jim Warren suggests PGP's wide dissemination was in response to Senate Bill 266, authored by Senators Biden and Ducusin, which demanded that communication system permit the government to obtain the plain text contents of voice, data, and other communications. WikiLeaks is an example of politically motivated website. It seeks to keep governments open. Website mirroring is used as a circumvention tool to bypass censorship lags on websites. It is a technique that copies the content of a censored website and posts it to other domains and subdomains that are not censored. Geo-bombing, a technique in which netizens add a geo tag while editing YouTube videos so that the location of the video can be displayed in Google Earth. Anonymous blogging, method of speaking out to a wide audience about human rights issues, government oppression, etc. that utilizes various web tools such as free email accounts, IP masking, and blogging software to preserve a high level of anonymity. Recap is software that was written to liberate US case law and make it freely available online. Software project takes the form of distributed document collection and archival.
What is the advantages of hacking? First, fighting against terrorism and national security breaches. Second, having a computer system that prevents malicious hackers from gaining access. And the last, having adequate preventative measures in place to prevent security breaches. If we have the advantage, we also have the disadvantages of hacking. First, the ethical hacker using the knowledge they gain to do malicious hacking activities. Second, allowing the company's financial and banking details to be seen. Third, the possibility that the ethical hacker will send and or place malicious code. Fourth, viruses, malware, and other destructive and harmful things on a computer system. Last, massive security breach.
These are the possible effects of computer hacking. Loss of information. Hacking often results in loss of data due to files being deleted or changed. Decreased privacy. When hackers gain access to your computer, they can see everything. Since much of the personal, professional, and financial parts of our lives have moved online, we risk losing much more than money or information. Damage reputation. Companies that get hacked have a bigger problem than just paying for the initial damage, costs, and losses. Reputation damage can be devastating to a company's fortunes. If a bank has been compromised multiple times, customers are less likely to give them their personal information.
What are the effects of computer hacking that let us know we are the victims of computer hacking? Some tell signs are: first, an unexplained decrease in hard drive space availability. Second, files unexpectedly appear to grow in size. Third, files unexpectedly disappear or are modified. Fourth, sudden computer or network performance changes. Fifth, frequent crashes. Sixth, strange messages or dialog boxes appearing on our screen. Last, our computer or router internet data transfer light blinking when we're not accessing the net.
Yes, I want to learn hacking just simply because just for fun.
Frankly speaking, I want to learn hacking because, as what I've said a while ago, I can go beyond what a user can do, or I can go beyond the boundary of what a user can do. And so I can access certain things that other users can't do. So that's it.
Yes, I want to learn hacking because it will improve and enhance my skills.
Yes, I want to learn hacking because for me, it is advantage to become a hacker. And I know when you say hacker, there is no limitation that it can give you all. What to say this? You can do anything what you want. You can access to the internet, and you can break all the rules when you say hack.
Years, society has glamorized computer hacking in television and film. Is computer hacking as glamorous as its portrayed in popular culture? What are the possible consequences of computer hacking? We should be aware that hacking or cybercrime is a crime now dealt with in the US and Canadian court systems. Like breaking into a person's house with the intention of doing damage or stealing, gaining unauthorized access to a computer network is punishable by law. You could face jail time and some fines should you get caught. Not to mention having your access to computer restricted and your travel to other countries restricted even after you pay your fine and serve your present sentence.
Last word of advice. If you have been accused of hacking your friends or computer-related crime, be sure to obtain counseling and follow the advice of the third class.